And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Lions and the Chiefs on Thursday night.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. In season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Rumors of Goff's demise? Greatly exaggerated, it seems. Boy, what a big year he had last year. 29 touchdowns. They led the Lions to their first winning season since 2017. Under his leadership, the Lions expect to make the playoffs for the first time in a few seasons.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And the Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10. That's a 45-yard.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mahomes now to throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Second and 3 at the Lions' 33-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelce. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now a first down throw. Goff. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it into the end.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I wanted to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0? Like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That is caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line.
19 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A first trip to the red zone for KC. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Mahomes. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Now for Patrick Mahomes and these Chiefs, they're trying to become the first team to repeat as Super Bowl champs since the Patriots in the 03-04 seasons. So we're going on 20 years here. What kind of chances do you give the Chiefs of pulling it off?
Well, traditionally, we know how difficult those chances are. Heck, we can't get a repeat winner in the NFC East, so you know it's tough in the NFL to go back-to-back let alone win a Super Bowl. But here's the thing about this team. Culture, a word we use almost too often, is really ingrained in a positive way in Kansas City. Not only do they believe, but they've got a heck of a roster, too.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. Well, good start for him in this one here, the first quarter, and he's now 2 for 2 on field goals.
And I know while the offensive coaches are telling their guys, hey, let's leave the kicker out of it unless it's an extra point, this could pay dividends if this game is tight down the stretch. His confidence is going to be sky high if they need him for a big-time kick.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs, and he'll get this to the 32. A time now for a look at the Lions draft class, CD, and they may have gotten some questions about where they pick guys, but really make no mistake, this class continues to help bolster that new identity in Detroit.
They are all fits for what they're building there in the Motor City. I think they drafted a lot of starters in this class. How about on offense? Running back Jahmyr Gibbs and tight end Sam Laporta, day one starters. On the other side of the ball, linebacker Jack Campbell and Brian Branch, a safety or nickelback. I think they're day one starters as well. And I do love the pick of Hendon Hooker in the 3rd round as a developing quarterback.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And bulldozing his way through. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Williams. And in from the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams, 26 yards. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now.
The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Apart now, another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Gibbs. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Montgomery. Puts one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Taking it about the 16. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
Able to slither by and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Sam Laporta with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Chiefs 6. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Kirby Joseph
Now with his second sack here on opening night.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
and if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their block.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again.
He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Play action. It's Goff. And this is caught by Williams. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Read option. Here's Montgomery.
And this time he is in. David Montgomery, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Lions have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Badgley on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he's brought down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st down, Mahomes. James has got it, complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again.
Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Goff.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
On first down, it's Goff. They'll roll him out right.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
David Montgomery in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does.
At the 34-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
It's now 3rd down and 7.
Mahomes now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this 3rd quarter, but it's just not clicking right now, and it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Goff on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
Pushing his way inside the 40. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Lions have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. 20! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal Does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense.
And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Value three.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Goff now looks to throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
And now here comes Kansas City.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Mahomes firing complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Hey, 43.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs are able to claw one back. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
On 1st and 10 here.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
96 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Gone. Flush to his right. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, kill!
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Play action. It's Goff.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
And out come the Chiefs now.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
That's complete to Tony.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey.
Big strides, look at him go.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Butker now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. On second down, they'll run it here. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. Off play action. Here's Goff.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Goff looking to throw. Flushed out right and unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you would, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Open man right side is Rice.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to...
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Kirby Joseph
in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Mahomes to throw on second down. And pressure coming, and they got it once again.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And Detroit getting set to go now.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
4 now.
Goff going to throw it. They got his man complete. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one, and I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season, and before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for the Lions, they start